Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube channel. Good morning. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping well. In the last three episodes of Know Your Body segment, we explored the three building blocks of the human body: cells, tissues, and membranes. In the next few episodes, we will unravel the amazing mystery of our body by clarifying the organ systems that make up our body. The organ systems are collections of organs, parts of the body, and tissues that work together to achieve a common goal. Human body is constituted of 11 such organ systems. In today's episode, we will clarify the circulatory system. It is also known as the cardiovascular system. Circulatory system is the organ system that carries blood, oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and other gases and waste materials from heart to cells and tissues, and from cells and tissues to the heart throughout the body. The important organs that perform the circulatory function are the heart and the blood vessels, namely the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart into capillaries, providing oxygen and other nutrients to tissues and cells. The veins carry deoxygenated blood to the heart. Though the arteries usually carry oxygenated blood and veins usually carry deoxygenated blood, the pulmonary arteries and veins are exception to this rule. The pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood towards the heart, and the pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood away from the heart to the lungs to be oxygenated. Now we briefly discuss the blood circulatory process. Blood circulation starts when the heart relaxes between two heartbeats. The blood flows from both atria, the upper two chambers of the heart, into the ventricles, the lower two chambers of the heart, which then expand. Then there happens what is called the ejection period, during which both ventricles pump the blood into the large arteries. Here begins the systemic circuit. In systemic circuit, the left ventricle pumps oxygen-rich blood into the main artery, aorta. The blood travels from the main artery to larger and smaller arteries into the capillary network. There, blood drops off oxygen, nutrients, and other important substances and picks up carbon dioxide and waste products. The blood, which is now low in oxygen, is collected in veins and travels to the right atrium and into the right ventricle. Thus, the systemic circuit allows blood to flow to and from rest of the body. It uses the arteries to provide organs, tissues, and cells with the blood so that they get oxygen and other vital substances, and it uses veins to bring back the blood that is deoxygenated with waste materials to the heart again. Now begins the pulmonary circuit. In pulmonary circuit, the right ventricle pumps low oxygen blood into the pulmonary artery, which branches off into smaller and smaller arteries and capillaries. The capillaries form a fine network around the pulmonary vesicle, grape-like air sacs at the end of the airways called alveoli. This is where carbon dioxide is released from the blood into the air inside the pulmonary vesicles and fresh oxygen enters the bloodstream. When we breathe out, the carbon dioxide leaves our body. Oxygen-rich blood travels through the pulmonary veins and the left atrium into the left ventricle. Thus, the pulmonary circuit provides blood flow between the heart and the lungs. where fresh oxygen we breathe in enters the blood and the carbon dioxide is released from the blood. Thus, the circulatory system works hand in hand with the respiratory system to facilitate the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide within the blood through the alveoli in the lungs, where wastes and poisons within the body are removed and sent out through the digestive and urinary systems. Other than the systemic circuit and the pulmonary circuit, there is a third circuit called the coronary circuit that strictly provides blood to the heart, which we will take up when we have an opportunity to speak about the heart. This is the wonderful story of the circulatory system of the human body. Let me conclude with a few tips for maintaining a healthy circulatory system in our body. Maintain a healthy weight. Don't smoke and stay away from secondhand smoke. Exercise a minimum of 30 minutes every day. Maintain a healthy, low fat, low cholesterol diet with more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Avoid trans fats and saturated fats, which are often found in processed foods and fast food. Keep cholesterol and blood pressure normal. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.